Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to give you a free niche, and I'm also going to give you my advice on how to get moving fast in January 2020 with Amazon affiliates. So this will really help if you've been struggling with Amazon affiliates, whether that's a short time or even a long time. This will help you just do the things that will get you the results and get you moving forward fast, so you have options. Okay, so I'll explain it. I'll give you the niche first, and I won't make it a long video, but I'll give you a niche and explain why I've picked it, why it's a really good one, and what you can use it for. So when you're actually building the site, so when I'm talking about options, you've got more options than just building the site and keeping it for income, and it's how to get moving really fast. So without further ado, here is your free niche, and I'll explain why I've picked it. So the niche is outdoor gardening carts. And not the most attractive of niches, a bit of a strange one, but the reason that this is a really good one is because it gives you so many options. Firstly, you've got a lot of keywords that mean the same thing in this niche. So this is the niche. It's basically outdoor utility wagons, or a more popular key phrase is garden carts. Okay, the reason I'm giving you this niche and suggesting it is because we're in January. The searches for this niche will go up coming into spring. So if we look at the overview here, you can see here from February it goes right up, and then in like April, May and even June the searches go right up. So if you start building the site now, it's only got an SEO difficulty of 54, which is really easy. And I would say that, you know, with the SEO that I teach and so on, for example, like the 8K one, the 8K example, the 8K TVs is far more competitive than that, and that's ranking #1 on Google with not that much content considering the niche. But anyway, I digress a little bit. It's a really good niche to get you moving forward fast, and with that SEO difficulty you'll have no problem. The search volume is high, and there's also lots of key phrases. So you could type in utility wagons, and that still brings up searches. So there's lots of different keywords that mean the same thing. The other reason it's a really good niche, apart from trending coming into spring, is that the price of these carts are quite good. You know, you've got like $56, $60, $78, all the way up to $138 and so on. And there's lots of them, and they tend to have like serial numbers or model numbers, which make it easier to rank. Okay. The other thing about it is that you'll be able to expand this into other niches if you wanted to. So a really good niche. And this is, I'm suggesting this to you, this is perfect if you're struggling. Okay, I'm going to give you the niche, and I'm going to give you my advice on how to build out the site as well. So when we look at the key phrases here, if we go back here and we look at the keyword ideas, you can see here garden carts, 18,100 searches, wheels for garden carts, garden dump carts, and so on. Garden utility carts. You could also type in utility carts as well. Garden carts with seats. So many key phrases. The way I recommend you build the site out is this. So I'll give you my recommendations how to get moving fast, and then I'll tell you what to do with the site once it's built. Okay, so with this, what I would do with this, if you want to get moving forward fast, is grab a domain name. So you'd grab a domain name. Now, there's a thing that you can actually do in 2020. I've done this for years, and it works really well. And some of you that have been with me a while would have noticed this, like the gaming chair one and the power generator one. You can actually stick the year in the domain name. It does limit the site somewhat, but it's easier to rank. So you could go for garden cart reviews 2020 or best garden carts 2020. Now, you don't have to do that. You could just go for best garden carts, or you know, it doesn't matter that much, but that's one thing that you could think about. What I recommend you do to build out the site is just go to the best sellers, get the top 10 products, and I reckon you wouldn't write on a wheel until you've expanded the site out, but you'd write on the top 10 garden carts, and you'd write reviews for them. So what you want to do, this is my suggestion, and I'm assuming you know how to build the site, so I'll give you some advice on that in a second, but you want to write 10 product reviews For 2020, what I recommend is that you write 2,000 word reviews. I know that's difficult. I've got some stuff to help with writing the content and so on, but that already gives you a huge advantage. Most people are writing 1,000, 1,500 reviews. If you're worried about competition and you write 2,000 word reviews that are well written, well subheaded, so split up into sections like main review, customer feedback, other options, compare items, so on, okay? And you've got it well written. The other key thing that you need to know how to do is the SEO. So good content, 2,000 words per review, and you need to know how to SEO it. Now that's a huge subject. I'll talk about that in another video, or you can watch some of my previous videos where I talk about SEO a lot. So you need to know how to do that, but I just want to give you the plan. Write 10 reviews, 2,000 words. And then what I would do is I would put a buyer's guide in there of 3,000, 4,000 words as a page. And the buyer's guide would have things like what to look for in a good garden cart, 3 things to look for in 2020 to improve your garden. Okay, and you put your advice in at number 1. Make sure that it's big enough for what you want to do in the garden. Make sure that it's maneuverable enough, and make sure that you've got the options that you need on the cart. So you give them 3 things that they need to look for in the cart. And then what you could do is your top 10 list. Okay, and this is important. So with the buyer's guide, you're doing your top 10 list, and you're linking to Amazon, but you're also linking back to those 10 reviews that I've suggested to do. Okay, so your site sort of all interlinks together. And because if we look at this one, for instance, because there will be searches for this, just off the like product review term, just off Max Sports Utility Wagon, you're going to get ranked. Another thing that you want to do is make sure that you include 2020 in there. So you could even put Max Sports Utility Wagon review for 2020, something like that, okay? And that will work really, really well. And make sure that your content's well written, a lot of it, a lot of good SEO. And what will happen is, one, make sure that you got it set up on the search console so you can see your rankings and so on. And then talking about options, so let's say you've done that. You've got 10 product reviews, 2,000 words a piece, and then a big buyer's guide, top 3 things to look for in garden carts, and then your top 10 list, okay? So that would be 3,000, 4,000 words. Then you've got all this content and the site will start to get indexed. Chances are you'll make some sales as well. And then talking about options is this. You've then got an option where you can build out the site, keep going, because there's a lot of time till spring if you get going on this. You can have that work done before the end of January, definitely. If you committed to it and just wrote an article a day, you've got the majority of that work done before January in a site that's going to get indexed and make sales. Then what you can do is you can either keep the site and keep it for the monthly income, so you've got a site that will generate you really good income over the spring. Okay, so this is just to get you started, a really easy to rank niche. Or the other thing that you could do is you could easily take that site with the amount of content on it and stick it on Flipper, and as long as it's getting indexed even without any sales, people would grab that site because it's coming into spring. You'd put it on Flipper and you'd basically say, look, this site's all built out, it needs adding to, but it's a perfect niche for the spring. It's already indexed, it's already getting rankings, and I'm looking to give it to someone that will take it to the next level. So if you do this thing, so if you do what I'm suggesting in this video and you need any help with your Flipper listing and you wanted to do that, let me know. Let me know once you get the Flipper listing up, or let me know once you got it in draft, and I'll give you some advice on that. So that will work really, really well. The key thing here is you need to know how to write the content. That's key, okay, and enough of it, 2,000 words and a 3,000, 4,000 word buyer's guide. The other key thing is you need to know how to have the site set up properly on a mobile responsive theme. Obviously use WordPress, have the right plugins in, set it up on Search Console, and the other key thing is you need to know how to do the SEO. The main things to be focused on is the content being enough and really well written content, or as well as possible. Not grammatically well written, but it has to be well written. And the other thing is the SEO, the interlinking. You need to understand how that works, because that's what will boost the site up. Okay, so that's my suggestion for January. That will get you moving really, really fast. And let's say you're watching this and you understand all that and you're like, okay, Chris, yeah, I understand all that, but I don't know how to write the content. I don't know how to do the SEO. I don't know how to do any of it. One of the best options is, I'm going to put a link below to this offer. It's the final time I'm going to do it. It's got 2 days. To be absolutely honest with you, this offer is going up. It's going to like $550. But what I've done is, if you just want the site built for you, it doesn't have to be in that niche I've just suggested either. But if you just want to do that method in another really, really good niche, I've got the site builder option for you, where you'll get the site built for you. You get 6 pages on it. So you get 5 product reviews of 2,000 words per review, and you get 1 3,000 word top 10 page at a huge discount. Now, I know that's not the 10 reviews that I just mentioned, but I'll show you the discount in just a second, and you won't find anyone writing content of quality at this price. You'll be able to get spun articles and so on, or cheap content, but that won't work to rank you anyway. It needs to be real content written from scratch and totally unique, and this allows you to get moving forward fast with a site of 5 product reviews, 2,000 words per review, and 1 3,000 word top 10 buyer's guide. And then you've got a site where you can log in, see how I've set everything up, how I've done the SEO and so on. And the other thing you get is the 30-day Do It With Me course. That's a course that goes through step by step. So you follow a video a day for 30 days, and it will explain how to do everything from scratch, from buying a domain name to setting up the hosting to setting up WordPress. You've got the speed builder templates that will tell you how to write the content step by step. You've got ASON Problem Solve webinar, which covers all of the problems that you can run into and how to solve them. You've got ASON Traffic Secrets, which shows you how to get traffic to the site. And you've also got the Get Results Facebook group, where you can get support. And you also get 5,000 words free content, a content boost. Now, what you need to do, because there's only 2 spots for this at this price, and then it's going up to $550. At the moment, you can get in for $249 would be a brilliant price, but you can actually get in for, if you type in the coupon code on the checkout page, Happy New Year. Seems really fitting, that coupon code, and you apply that, you can actually get in for $149, and you'll get everything and all the bonuses, and it will enable you to get a really good head start. Now, you don't have to go for this offer. It's not like a massive sales pitch. Use the niche I've given you. Use the advice I've given you, and you could do it yourself if you know how to do it. But if you're watching this and you're like, oh my God, I just don't know how to do that, and I'm just starting out, it's one of the best things that you can do, in my opinion, because I write all the content myself. But the catch is, there's only 2 spots. Just remember to type in Happy New Year and you'll get the discount, and there's only 2. Okay, so I'd love to work with you, or just follow this free video, and I've got some more help coming in terms of a new year plan for you and going through exactly how to do it. So subscribe to the channel if you're interested in that, and I'll speak to you really, really soon. Cheers for watching, guys. I hope that helps, and Happy New Year, and I'll speak to you soon.